Hello, everybody. My name is Matt Davis. I'm a sports director here at the WRY YMCA. This video will serve as our 2017 summer basketball coaches meeting. We went to a online format, and we'll upload this to YouTube so everybody in the league, not just the coaches, can view it on their own time. That way, we didn't have to reserve a room and get the coaches up here. It just saves everybody a lot of time, and they can look at it when they're able to. So we'll get right into it. Again, this is summer basketball. We're looking at a start date as July 13th. That's a Thursday, so that'll be our first day of the games. We'll go July 13th through August 19th for our games. It's a 6-game season, so it's a lot of games in a short period of time. But that's how summer is structured. Summer is structured to where you are playing your games, fast-paced to get ready to get your first taste of what division and grade you're going to be going into in winter ball. So if you just finished first grade and you're entering second, then you're going to play second grade basketball in the summer. And so far and so on, especially like making a jump from second to third, the goal heights change, all that good stuff. So knowing that, we'll get right into the rules. We'll go over some league details, and we'll be good to go. As far as the rules, we can basically do kindergarten through second grade all in the same sense. It's all 8-foot goals. You're going to play 4 8-minute quarters. Use a 27.5 inch ball. It's a running clock. It doesn't stop on out of bounds or anything like that. It only stops on out of bounds for third and up. But you use a wristband to play defense. The wristbands are color coordinated to your best skilled player to your not as skilled player, so you can match up that way to keep it even and equal. Our colors of our wristbands go blue, black, red, green, yellow, or white for that last one. So just keep that in mind. Wristbands will be provided at the games. That's something you don't have to worry about, so we will have wristbands. Second and lower, you're going to play man-to-man defense. There's no zones. There's no double teams. Good stuff like that. So just keep that in mind as well. As far as defense, with second and younger, we'll go over the kindergarten. Kindergarten, you can shot block. First grade, you can shot block. Second grade, you can shot block. Stealing off the dribble. Now, you can steal off the dribble in first grade, boys, if it's the same color wristband. So it's got to be the same color wristband. That's first grade boys. You can steal off the dribble in second grade boys, and you can steal off the dribble in second grade girls as long as it's the same color wristband as well. So keep that in mind. There's no stealing off the dribble in kinder. So that's what the rules we're going to use there. Stealing from a player that's holding the ball. So they picked up the ball, and we're going to sit there, and the defender's going to try to take it from them. The only league that we can do that in that's second grade and younger is our second grade boys. So that'll be the only one there that we can actually take the ball from them. As far as defense, like I said, it's man-to-man. You also, once the ball changes possession, we need the defense to get past the half-court line. So they will have to get back on D. They can't take the ball and start playing defense on the offensive team until the ball is crossed half court. So just keep that in mind as well. Again, it's an 8-foot goal. They're using the wristbands. It's a running clock. You get 2 timeouts per half, 8-minute quarters, all that good stuff. Third and up. Third grade, specifically third grade, is still man-to-man. There's no zones, there's no double teams. You can only double team within the paint. So just be sure we're instructing our kids to move their feet and play defense man-to-man. And then if they're in the paint, of course, double teams may occur. You can steal from one another. You can steal off the pass. You can steal off the dribble. You can take the ball from them, but it is still man-to-man. My refs are instructed to really watch the double teams, and if they see a double team, they'll call it, and the offensive team will get the ball back. So that's third grade. Third grade also, they play a 9-minute quarter. So that's something different from the second and younger. where they're playing 8, 9 and up is playing 9-minute quarters. Third grade they're going to use a 28.5 ball. The goals are set at 10 feet. You still have to get back to half court after the ball changes possession, and you're still playing man-to-man. There's no zone, no double teams unless it's in the paint. You're going to shoot free throws. You shoot them from 12 feet, not from the free throw line. So it's about a step inside the free throw line. It's where you're going to shoot from. So that's third grade. Fourth and up is pretty much basketball. That's when we introduce zones. So you can double team, you can trap, you can do all that. You still have to get back past the half court on defense once the ball changes possession. It's a 9-minute quarter. The clock stops the last 2 minutes of the game if the team is within 10. That's for third and up. That's just not fourth. But third and up, the last 2 minutes of the game, not of the half, but of the game, the clock will stop on each dead ball if the game is within 10 points. So just keep that in mind as well. Fifth and up is a 9-minute quarter. It's more basketball. You can with fifth and up you can press, so you don't have to take your defense past half court. Once the ball changes possession, you can start playing defense right there. Fifth and up, fifth grade, sixth grade, you're still going to use a 28.5 ball. We're not going to use the full size ball, but we're still using 28.5. But yes, you can start playing defense as soon as the ball changes possession. You can zone, you can steal, you can do all that stuff as well. We do have a few rules that are set in place for if our teams are outscoring their opponents by a certain amount. If you get up by 14 or more, the defense does have to play inside the 3-point line before they can play defense on the offense. So they can't come out past that. So if you're up by 14 or more, you have to stay in the 3-point line, playing defense that way. You can't play defense out past the 3-point line. If you're up by 20 or more, what we're going to do is we're just going to start the clock over at 0. It's just to make sure, keep a good morale and keep the kids that are the team that's on the losing end of that, just keep their spirits up, and because we want to make sure we keep the right focus in the league, and not worry as much about the score as what we're trying to teach them as far as instruction. If you're up by 20, we're just going to clear the clock. We'll still keep it in the books as what the actual score is, but we'll start over on the clock for the team that's up by 20. So just keep that in mind as well. As far as how the refs are going to call the game, the refs are going to call the game progressively tighter about midway through the season, especially because we're making a jump between our previous grades division to this grade division, especially like in second grade going to third grade, where we're changing the goal height and the rules kind of change as well. By third grade, you should be able to not travel. You should be able to not double dribble, but we'll work with you the first couple of games before we start calling it a lot tighter. Now, first grade, even second grade, kindergarten, of course, we know they're going to run with the ball. We know they're going to, they're going to travel. They're going to double dribble. My refs are instructed to really work with them, and not necessarily penalize them for doing those mistakes, but make them aware that it is a mistake, and it's something they need to work on. And they need to try to dribble with one hand, and try not to run with it. They need to try to dribble. So just keep that in mind as well. As far as the league, like I said, we play on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. The league is interleagued with the Lake Highlands YMCA, so we'll do that again. So there may be some games that are scheduled on Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday at the Lake Highlands Y. The White Rock location will be White Rock Methodist, United Methodist Church. We just got a brand new floor in there, so that facility is looking really nice. So I'm really excited to get y'all out there on it, because from what it was to what it is now, it's tenfold better. It's going to be a great experience. As far as practice for the White Rock teams, because we play on Tuesday and Thursdays, most of our practices are going to be stacked up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you do need a practice time, that's fine. I'll find you a spot. It'll be at WRY Methodist as well. Depending on the amount of teams that need to practice for the summer, because I know some teams don't, or some teams have other locations, we may have to go to 45-minute practices, half court. That's all that will be allotted, but we will have space for every team if they do need practice time. We can start practices actually Monday, June 26th, so that's a week from yesterday. The first 2 weeks of practice, we're going to practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we'll have 5 days a week to practice for the next 2 weeks, and then teams that are on the Tuesday, Thursday practices will be sorted out and moved to either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and that's more or less where we're going to go to the 45-minute time slots. So the first 2 weeks are definitely geared towards practice. Once the season starts, practice is available, but we're obviously focused more on the games, and you're going to be playing so much that you may not have time to actually practice and then have a game all in the same week. Games will start at 5 o'clock. We'll try to get 3 games in on those Tuesday, Thursdays. So games will go 5, 6, and 7. On the weekends, we'll start at 8, and we'll go 8 to 2, 8 to 3, depending on how long we need to go. Same thing with practices. Practices, they'll start at 5. If we're doing it on 45-minute increments, we'll go 5, 5:45, and thus forth, and we'll take care of that. As far as what I need from you coaches, I need you to send me your top 3 choices for practice times on that Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Obviously, the first 2 weeks we're going to have Tuesday, Thursday, so there will be some teams that will practice then, but the majority of the practices will have to go to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So just give me your top 3 preferences, and I'll actually schedule all the teams in a spot, and then release that schedule once we have everybody's in. So just keep that in mind as well. As far as rosters are pretty much done. You'll get another updated copy of your roster today. There's a few teams that had free agents added to their team. That's because they had space on their team and they could use a few more kids. Those are highlighted in a different color. And for the summer, they really do need to stay there. There's not really another place I can put them given what we have number-wise. But obviously in the winter we can go back to, because I know you have kids that usually play with you that are not playing now, so we can get them back on the team and move those kids that we added back off. So again, you'll get an updated roster today. Also, schedules will be out by the first part of next week. Usually between the video and when the schedules come out is about a week. So you should see schedules no later than next Tuesday. Again, we can start practicing on Monday of next week, the 26th, and that's about it. That's the premise of the league. We're gonna have a good time. It's a real instructional league. We're moving from the grade we just finished to what we're entering in the next year. So there's going to be some learning curves. Given the number of kids that we have per division and per grade, there may be some combined divisions as far as kinder might play with first might play with second, third might play with fourth, and so forth and so on. So that's our coaches meeting. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, madavis@ymcadallas.org. I thank you for your time. Looking forward to a great season, and enjoy your summer. Thank you. Have a great day.